Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Michael for Spirit Comics. Welcome to my review of Red Hood and the Outlaws Annual #1. Meet the newest outlaw, Nightwing. The cover depicts Jason firing at Nightwing with Artemis and Bizarro coming up behind. Are they going to have him join, or is Jason going to kill him? Well, let's find out in the story. We open up and see this tank. I wanted to say tanker for a moment. Now this cruise line, I'm not comfortable just floating out in the Baltic, Dimitri. My friends live around here, Captain. He'll find us. My friend. And then the captain yawns. I come from a wealthy and powerful family, Dimitri says. That is why my humiliation at the hands of the Red Hood cannot stand. Well, I think if you came from a powerful family, you wouldn't have been humiliated in the first place. My father encouraged me to spend as much money as I need to hire the beast so that he might... What? Your friend is the beast? By all that is holy, I'm turning this boat around right now. You will do no such thing. I paid you handsomely to bring... Pull the trigger, fool. It would be a mercy. Relax. He served with my grandfather in the KGB, practically family. I just want to talk to the man. So then we see Buddha, 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 Buddha. Ba-boom, ba-boom. The beast makes his presence known. Because he says down here, there's Dimitri saying, please, no. Not the guided view. Then the beast introduces himself. You want to talk? So talk. It reminds me of Bane, just without all the cables and chemicals running into him. So he's not really a friend of this Dimitri, is what I gather. Then we move to Gotham City, where a Russian circus is in town. The ladies and the gentlemen, the boys and the girls of the ages, welcome you citizens of good Gotham City to the most awesome of the shows on the earth. And Jason, what have you gotten yourself into? Dick Grayson, Nightwing, the original Robin. Big tent, bigger dreams. Guest starring Nightwing. And this issue does take place before the events in Red Hood and the Outlaws, issue 12. And we see the Outlaws being announced. Welcome to traveling, spectacular, amazing Russian family of the World Circus of Russia. Blam, blam, blam! Talent from across the globe, all under one tent. The masked marksman, his aim is true. Marvel at the masters of awe and wonder. Blam! And then down here, the arching Amazon. Look out, you! Artemis, renegade Amazon. The man of might. Cool, right? Bizarro, faulty Superman clone. Heart in the right place. Thrill to that which can't be done but must. Buy t-shirts too. And then on the next page, Dick goes to find the Outlaws. So he, being someone who was raised in the circus, goes to ask for help. And he raps on their trailer door. Come in. It am unlocked. And here we see a beautiful page with Bizarro cooking, and not sure what Jason's doing. I guess maybe washing. And Artemis is just relaxing. Well, hello, she says. Dick, hey, you got my message? Beans am good. My name is Jason Todd. You already know Artemis and Bizarro. There was a time, not long ago, that I would have killed Dick Grayson where he stands. Not my proudest moment. We've made up since then. Not exactly. I got a text with a longitude and latitude and a trailer number. But yeah, let's go with message. So he sits down to a table and Bizarro gives him some beans. And look at that pot. I mean, I wonder what all is in there besides beans. Beans am still good. Dick man wants beans? Sure, thank you. Bizarro, isn't it? Bizarro isn't what? What I'd really like to know is what I'm doing here, Jason. And Artemis is combing her beautiful hair in the mirror, and she has to chime in. She's smiling too. You asked him here without telling him what we're doing, and give him the chance to say no way? No way. Okay, so it's the Russians. They're mad at me for no particular reason I can think of. Other than that, I told them to get the hell out of Gotham and never come back. See Red Hood and the Outlaws issue 7. So what happened? Dick asked. They came back, of course, and Jason has to steal a look over at Artemis as she's putting on her lipstick. Yeah, about a week ago. I thought they were here for revenge, but they didn't come at me. So I followed them to this circus. We took this gig to keep an eye on them. Yeah, international circuses will hire amateurs for local color. Smart. And Jason says, amateur is too strong, but fascinating, mysterious. For the last time, why am I here? And I've read this annual 3 times, and this is the first time I'm noticing that Bizarro picked up Artemis's lipstick. I don't know why. But I'm just now noticing that. So Jason wants to do everything but ask for help because he's prideful, I believe. Why is this so hard? Just tell him. Tell him he's been a hero to you even before you met, when you were just a kid whose screw-up father lifted 2 tickets off an elderly couple in the parking lot. And he was the most amazing thing I had ever seen. He was everything I had always wanted to be. He was free. He was happy. He says, I figured we're at the circus. You love the circus. Someone does not like circus? Artemis says, it isn't as fun as war, but... And that's my cue, Dick says. It was great seeing you again, meeting the 2 of you. If the outlaw thing doesn't pan out, I think you have a future in the center ring. Fine, Jason says. I could use another set of eyes on this. And he really has trouble saying this word to Dick. These are your people, so I figured you could help. I figured you could maybe help. And he says, look, I've got like 100 things I need to get back to. Sure. If something happens and you need Nightwing, great. Even the Titans I could get the Titans to help. That'd be fine. Yeah, thanks, Jason says. And then Artemis intervenes. And I think she's done so when in the past when Jason and Bizarro have been talking. She says, by the 7 beards, I've never had a brother, mercifully, apparently, so I don't understand what you two are doing, but clearly you both want to work on this together. Maybe one or both of you needs to grow the hell up. And Dick sort of frowns and says, is she always this forward? Too forward, Jason says. And so the guy who runs the show comes to their trailer. You know the rules, Ribs. No visitors. He's not a visitor, Mr. Tosky. He and I go way back. Practically brothers. And he says, we've worked together before, which is why I thought he'd be perfect to headline the circus tomorrow. I present Flippity Flop, the acrobatic clown. And Artemis is just laughing her head off, but she's trying to keep it under control. Bizarro is happy, as you can see. And there's Dick sort of hiding in the background. He goes, yep, that's me. Because he grew up in the circus. So Jason says, why do we have to call him Two-Face? They're sitting around the campfire when he actually has 2 half-faces. And that makes Artemis laugh really hard. Oh, Dick, that is so funny. A regular laugh riot. Shouldn't we be finding the bad guys, Grayson? He says, the circus is about community, Jason. The only way to find out what is going on here is to break bread with these people. Relax. You're doing fine. He says, such a long day today. Hope no one minds if I turn in early. Oh, I'm sorry to see you go, Artemis says. Walk you back to your trailer, she offers. How could I refuse? You can't, actually. And while they head back to the trailer, Jason has to make a few choice jokes. Maybe you can help me count my muscles? Only if you help me count mine, can they be any more obvious? Yes. No. Because Bizarro is occupied with something else. Bobby, you totally think that girl is hot. Am she cold? Warm? No, I mean you like her. She's mysterious looking. She has a scarf around her face. You can only see her eyes, which are closed. And her hair sort of frames her face. So then Jason acts like the big brother and starts to push Bizarro. I mean, and he's a heavy guy. I mean, I think he could beat the Hulk. How can me not even know her name? Just go over and say hi. No, me can't. Yes, you can. Go on, you big lug. You're representing the Outlaws. Go. It is an order. And so then he gets up and there, wham! Jason hits the ground. If it am order. Meanwhile, Artemis and Dick are walking back to the trailer. So, are you and Jason together? Artemis says, me and Jason? Anyone and Jason? She says, Goddess, that is too funny. In my defense, I did think he was way out of his league. She sits down and smiles and says, you two are so brothers, but you're both orphans, right? Not really. We share a father, meaning Batman. Sit. You two weren't always this way. Tell me how you met, she says. And back there at the campfire, Bizarro is just looking at the girl, not saying a word, and listening to her play the violin, or fiddle, or whatever you want to call it. And she says, are you going to laugh at me too? Because she notices that he's looking, and, truth be told, she is a very attractive looking girl. Look at that figure. And she says, did the others put you up to this? Put me where? I'm sorry. Even here at the circus, people can be cruel when you are different. Bizarro says, different and bad? To who? That is so sweet. No one has ever said that to me before. Promise not to laugh? Promise. So she feels comfortable around Bizarro enough to take her mask off. And she does. It says, my name is Angelique. Yes, I was born this way. Me? My name is Bizarro. You are the most beautiful woman may have ever seen. And the artist drew a big heart over top of them with the two pink hearts inside of it, showing Bizarro kiss Angelique. And I think it's just a wonderful drawing. Yes, she's the bearded lady, probably the sideshow freak that everyone makes fun of, because she said even at the circus, people weren't understanding. But the artist did a wonderful job drawing her in this entire book, really. The textures, the colors, the shading, everything about this book I loved. So we pan back to see Jason watching, saying, "Attaboy, you are a good friend." "Yeah, well, he's a good guy. Angelique is my daughter. She's had a difficult life. Welcome to the club, right? I have extra work for you and the others. Work that does not include the big top. Come see me tomorrow when your friend is performing." Freaking Grayson. Because now he's left there all alone. He's thinking Dick is probably sleeping with Artemis, and just feet away from him, Bizarro is kissing a girl, and he's left there all by himself. Back at the trailer, Dick Grayson is telling Artemis about the history between him and Jason. He says, "If I could only use one word, stubborn. What are you looking at?" And this is their history. "I still remember the first night he snuck out by himself. He was meant to be my replacement after I had a falling out with our father, but Jason wasn't interested in trying to become someone he wasn't. He was going to do it his way, or, well, not at all. Studying all day, breaking the rules all night. I didn't blame him for being exhausted." "You sound like you were there," she says. "Oh, I definitely was. I was definitely there." And then he remembers back to another time when they were arguing over who's sleeping where. And there's Alfred. He comes in to try to break up the fight. Masters, please. He started it, Jason says. By sleeping? In my bed. Why is your bed in my bedroom? Dick says. Seriously, Alfred? It was easier than opening up another room to clean every day. And Artemis just laughed so hard. That was quite the auspicious start. Kind of set the tone between us for years to come. Too bad under different circumstances I think you two could have been friends. Dick says, I'm not sure that's possible anymore, given everything that's happened. I had a falling out with my sister once, Artemis says. If I could spend one more day with her. Don't let the past define your future, Dick Grayson. Good night, Artemis. Jason is lucky to have you watching his back. I know. Artemis is not exactly the most humble person. So by this time, everyone at the circus has gone back to their trailers, and somehow, while Dick and Artemis were outside talking, they were outside the entrance to the trailer. Jason made it back inside. I don't know how. But it's not really a big issue. Both Jason and Dick are just there awake, probably wondering what's going to happen the next day. And this is Dick Grayson dressed as a very silly clown. Welcome the world's clowniest clown, Flippy Flop. Yeah! Woohoo! I love you, Flippy Flop. And then while he's performing, why can't you just say he's amazing? Artemis says. Maybe I'm not the one who knows. He's amazing, Jason says. What is that supposed to mean? What do you think, B? Why drag Bizarro into this? Ah, you're all here. This is a bigger job than anyone realized. We are happy for the help. It is down there, then about 50 yards to your left. You will see it. Deep breaths. So they weren't even told that they were going to go underwater. So they hold their breath. They dive in and hold their breath. And I think the texture on this picture is very good. I'm looking at Jason's shirt, and the texture in Artemis's hair. The coloring is excellent in my opinion. When I see when I see good artwork, I will praise it. And this is something I do like. Artemis coming up for air after they reach their target, saying that was invigorating and thank you for drawing her ass so curvy like that. It's not something I see very often, and yes, I as a guy do appreciate that because she is a very attractive character. Show off, Jason says. Who is that? I'm a little less concerned about the who right now than I am about the what. And the figure says, you act as if you've never known a government to hide its munitions in the heart of a heavily populated city. Are you so naive to believe your beloved America is above such treachery? KG Beast! Oh. You don't seem very surprised to see us, Jason says. It's just Beast now, he says. Of course I was expecting you, Outlaws. It was more expedient that I let you come to me. than to spend my time seeking you out just to kill you. That doesn't explain what you're doing here among these weapons, Artemis says, getting very serious now. Look at that expression on her face. But it does. When I took this contract, I studied Gotham's latest nonsense and learned of a renegade U.S. Army battalion dedicated to destroying your Batman. Oh, fool. While they were ultimately defeated, apparently they had left a secret armory behind. And you can find out that information in Detective Comics. I don't know which issue in particular, but all the more reason to go read Detective Comics. I like this armament, he says. I am told it could stop a rampaging rhino, perhaps even a Bizarro. Me am not afraid, then he fires directly at Bizarro. Wham! B! Satisfactory, the beast says. And then, Jason Todd won't stand for that. To me, Mistress, Artemis yells, because Mistress is her axe. What good is an axe against a handheld nuclear charge? This good, she says. Crack! Slice! And then, blam, 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 wham! Little mission creep. Beast, I see a spanking by your Soviet leash holders in your near future. You have not been paying attention, he says. I am a freelance operative now. I hold allegiance to no country, no man. Blam, blam, blam! I am free to do what I want, even upgrade my body's defense against something as pedestrian as your taser. Now you're just being mean, Jason says. And I love his banter. He's reminds me of Peter Parker. You Americans, so sensitive. Allow me to put you all out of your misery. Buddha, Buddha, Buddha! Why do we look unhappy to you? Then Bizarro grabs his arm while Jason holds two guns right near his head. You work surprisingly well as a unit, considering you have not been together very long. And there's Artemis holding the bow of Ra directly at his face. Live and learn, huh? Look at me. A month ago, I promised Batman I wouldn't take a life. Unfortunately for you, Beast, we made no such promise. Ha ha. I remain unconcerned, he says. And then it looks like, yes, his gun is sliced off, I think. Yeah, look at his hand. He doesn't have it anymore. Do you believe all your training is a match for an Amazon? Artemis says, absolutely. But should you accidentally live through this night, I will offer some unsolicited advice. Do what I did and stop self-identifying as a member of a particular nation state. Just be yourself. Then, deep, Jason says, blam, blam, blam! Fine. So die already. An ice projector. The work of your Superman facsimile? Oh, Bizarro does not like to hear that. Don't let him hear you say, enough! Cracks! I'm done toying with my food, the beast says. Time is money and you're wasting mine. Crack! And now he gets back up even though he only has one hand. Interesting, isn't it? At no point did you talk about stealing this armor for yourselves, your own effort to rise above the criminal element here in Gotham City, which leads me to believe your status as outlaws is little more than a ruse. You are at least as protective of the citizens of this city as your beloved Batman. As someone who has spent his life among double and triple agents, I respect what you were attempting, so I will do you the honor of a quick death. And they're down on the ground, practically out of energy. There's Jason Todd, then in the middle, Bizarro, and there's Artemis, trying to catch their breath. And then enter Nightwing! So, this is, do I get a vote? Because I'm going to come out on the side of no deaths, even yours. Nightwing! Every time I come back here, I forget how I truly hate this place, the beast says. As Nightwing takes his, I don't know what that is, a club or something, and wraps it around his throat. Phew! He throws Nightwing across the room. Nightwing! And then Nightwing grabs onto Bizarro's arm, swings around. Nothing to worry about. Let's end this. Crack! And both Nightwing and Red Hood smack him down at the same time. I'll be honest, Jason says. I was kind of hoping that took him out. You got anything left? I guess we have to relax, boys, Artemis says. Crack! Knocking him down again. Bizarro says, we am here. And Artemis says, even Bizarro's no. This is a good joke. Okay, that did it, Dick says. Right, Bizarro remarks. Of course, we wore him down for them, Red Hood says. Now this is funny. I had to read that. I had to say that before this. Even Bizarro is not falling for that one. The beautiful Artemis says as she looks over at both of them. And there lay the beast, right there on the ground. He is down for the count. You want to help? You talk to the cops. I'll confirm Argus got everything I called them about. And Argus is a special agency that sometimes works with superheroes in the DC universe. Now they're staying out of the way so the police can handle it. Jason says, yeah, we're still persona non-outlaws. Actually, that would mean, okay. Sometimes you do such a good job of being a good guy, I forget you're one of the bad guys, Dick says. And then they have almost like a brother moment. I'll be honest, Jason. It's nice seeing you being a better big brother to Bizarro than I was to you. You did okay, Dick. You deserve more credit than I ever gave you. Guess it's pointless to say, stay out of trouble, eh? See? Way smarter than you look, Jason says, as he takes off his helmet. And then Artemis comes over, saying, he didn't even say goodbye. Missing your boyfriend already? She just laughs and looks at him. Me and Nightwing? Goddess, you are a scream. Bizarro kissed bearded lady more than once. Jason says, did you get her number, big guy? Yes. 8. Oof, we'll talk about this when we get home. The end. That was a very cute and wonderful story. I loved it. I mean, the art was really good. Were some times when I saw the eyes seemed to be completely blacked out. I'm not exactly sure why, but that wasn't a big issue for me. The dialogue, it was fun. You know, it kept the story interesting. I loved this story. I love this story. I hope you go out and get it as well. This is Red Hood and the Outlaws, annual number 1. If you can't still get it at your local comic shop, I'm sure you can find it somewhere else like Comixology or Amazon, eBay. This is a good story to have when you just need a good read, something to make you laugh. Tell me what you guys thought of it in the comments. I'm Michael for Spirit Comics. Please do subscribe to my channel if you're new. Also, please do smash that notification bell like She-Hulk so you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Also, please do like this video and share it with others. Till next time, true readers,